outside temperature, minus 16 Celsius. I was just warming up the engine, but I was lying in bed. It was cold, and I was thinking I should change the filter. So I unpacked the new one, but now also, as you remember, if you saw yesterday's video, I was having some issues with moisture, so junk in here. So I wanna put some antifreeze in the brake lines. Now these gloves are useless. They're so hard to take off. So yeah, remember that I haven't been draining my tanks. I'm not sure what good it will do now, but we'll try. Because yeah, when it's so cold, just a little bit, you know, that would help. enough space here. So I watched a bunch of videos yesterday about this, and yeah, that should go in. Come on. I say it's not the proper size, actually. Yeah, this one works. I might need to leave that one. Fingers are getting very cold. And of course the reason to open the top cap is you create a draft, and so the fuel drains much faster, but something is wrong with my wrench. This is the first time I'm trying to use it, so I think that should be enough. I just want to do the first part, which is taking off the old one. Okay, which way is this? Yeah, it's this way, right? What kind of a high quality Amazon product is this? So now we're gonna put it inside. I'll go grab some coffee and I come back and I'll clean this and change seals. For now we'll just take this old one, put it in here. And we need to remove that gasket. Yeah, because that's part of the filter. It always stays on from all the videos I watched. All right, so we're gonna leave it like that, and I'll go dispose of this, and then when I'll come back, I'll clean that one and install the rings, and we're good to go. So basically a quick break, tool them up and run inside the truck stop. So I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. So especially in heavy haul, it's important never to underestimate the importance of a brake. see, I was thinking about this, you know, lying in bed thinking, how can I do this in this super cold weather? And I figured this out. I'll do it step by step, you know. So now we're just taking a break, and after that I'm gonna clean this thing up, and I have to remove this, and but I don't want to make a mess in my sleeper. We're gonna use this. I bought these a couple of months ago, no, like probably 6 months ago at a Walmart. This is like a kitchen towel, you know, when the pandemic started and there was no, I couldn't find any masks, and I thought I would use this as a bandana, which can still work, but you know, it's a pain in the butt to put it on. Like, I use these now. They're saying 2 masks. I'm using 2 masks. I have N95. I never, I used them. I used one once, and that was enough. Oh, hold on. Now, why am I changing the filter? If you didn't see the yesterday's video when I was, so I'm pulling this tunnel boring machine, and I got a gauge in here, fuel restriction. Usually, ideally, should stay 0 or 1, you know. And recently I noticed, even when it was like -2, -3, I don't know, 30F, 28F, it started climbing like 2, 3 on the scale, whatever that is, NHG. But now yesterday I noticed, well, this is my breakfast, one of the few bars that don't have milk in them, because I'm allergic to dairy. So you see, when it says no BS, you know it's a good protein bar. And I went in, and you have to pay, and then she gives you a cup. Like, you cannot do the cup thing yourself. And so that she tries to ring this up in the fuel counter section of this website, Truck Stop. And she says, oh, you have to go to the other side, to the grocery section where you picked it up. It's not in the system. So it looks like this. It has some fruits in there, some dates. And I'll go to the other side. And the girl scans it, and the price comes out 0. And I said, hey, I like that price. She says, hold on, it's not on the system either. And so she went to the shelf, take a look at the shelf where I picked it up, and she says, the one on the left says $2, the one on the right of this says $2.29. So she says, let's go with $2.15. How's that? I said, fine with me. Like, how does it happen? Like, you have a product on the shelf and it's not on the system. So basically, what? Somebody bought their own and put it on, and now they're making money, no? By the way, they used to do it in Russia. That's a trick, you know, when you work at a store, you buy your own stuff. You know, because salaries were so low, so people were always cheating the system. Everybody was on the take. Probably still is. In Russia, all bureaucrats, you always have to grease the wheels to do anything. One of the reasons I left. But what they did in the store, let's say you sell coffee, right? And back in the day, instant coffee was super popular. People were chasing it. It was, you could not buy it on the shelf. You had to pay somebody double under the counter. I'm telling you, it was crazy times. Some 90, 92, 93, 94. Even I was speculating a bit. I would buy it cheap somewhere where I know I could find it, and then resell it. Some уроки капитализма. And so what somebody would do, they would buy this instant coffee, right? And they would put it, let's say, and they will put it on the shelf, but of course it's not the store product, it's this guy's product, right? And then he keeps it away from the store owner. Like when the store owner comes to visit, he, of course, he hides it or something, right? And then he just sells it to people and pockets the profit. And it's not on the books, so the price is not on the system. That's what it smells to me like this, you know? Because I asked her, I said, why, how would this happen? Like somebody unpacked this, put it on the shelf, why it's not on the system? And she says, I don't know. And that's the seal I'm going to change. Oh wow, shit. See, lots of dirt. So it sits like this, okay. But everything is more or less clean inside. Or I did this one. So that's the seal. Okay, so it just goes like this. Okay. See, everything is easier inside where it's warm. Oh, there's a spring in there. Oh, this is a good one. This is actually the one that clicks. I saw in the video one guy was saying, he says, get this, because this one you can tighten by hand and then it clicks. Oh, cool. Alright, so those are the old ones. Yeah, this was a nice towel, so maybe next time I'll find something different, because I still can use these something else, like a mask. Oh, wait a second, I forgot to clean this. So this is clean. Of course, this is right next to the wheel. It'll be dirty in 5 minutes once I start driving, but you know, just to make it look nice. And so this is Defco, by the way, right? In the summer, I got tired of Packard fuel filter housing, and I installed, and I paid a lot of money to change it, to change the system to this. So now I'm using Defco system filters, and so and I think they're better filters. But before I used to use 30 micron 30 micron filters, and then when I switched to Devco, of course I had to find something different, because those Packard system filters, they don't fit on this, right? And when I was researching, the closest I found to 30 was 25. But then I talked to one Cummins guy. He was watching my videos, and he says, no, don't do that. The best one is 10 microns. And so when I went to the Kenworth parts store, I bought two. I bought the 25, this one, FS19765 Fleet Guard, and I bought the other one, I think it's 64, the last two digits. See, it says 25, so this is 25 microns. And so I used this one first, and then when the guy says no, use the 10, so now when this one was dirty and I was doing a grease anyway, so I asked him to replace it, and I gave him my filter, and they put it in, and now, like, I don't know, 7,000 kilometers later, 4,000 miles, I see the level was getting high. Like this morning it was low because I drained it yesterday, but it was getting all the way up to here, you know, and the restriction was there. So of course I better finish eating, because I want to put some, you know, I don't have fuel, so this is the diesel fuel conditioner I buy in Canada. So this one is like $7 Canadian, 1 liter, and you see it says ULSD, ultra low sulfur diesel. And since I don't have fuel, that's what I'm gonna put in the bowl. Yeah, this was here. And of course that's another reason why you have to unscrew this, because the bowl will sit like this. Like, how do you pour in fuel if you cannot take this off, right? But you can undo it, like when it's cold, right? Undo it and then finish it inside the truck. Oh yeah, and you see that's the grommet that was separated. They always separate when you take them out, and people say don't forget to take it out. And so this is the new one, nice and shiny, and it'll sit like this. And believe it or not, this is the first time. I've been trucking for 15 years, 16 this April, and this is the first time I finally changed the filter, because these things really, you know, I'm in Canada, I am always in this crazy weather in winter, and these filters, especially when you don't know what's the good micron size is, they plug in. Like last winter the truck pretty much died when I had Packard system, and I just had to, and I didn't have that wrench, so I had to go to a Peterbilt dealer. I remember it was Saskatchewan, and they opened it and they said, yeah, it's full of ice and sludge. And this thing you can buy off Amazon. Just when you search, just, you know, put in your made in USA for removal only. That's what it says here. And just when you search for this on the Amazon website, just put in your Devco system number. Like I put in Devco 382 filter wrench, and this came up right away. And you can also buy it on Devco website, but I think on the Devco website it's much more expensive. All right, breakfast is done. Now, how does this go? Just like this? So now I know that's why my wrench doesn't fit this, because this is a much better cap. I'm pretty sure that's the one I saw in the video. The guy was saying it kind of like it works the same way as a, you know, as a fuel cap in a car, right? When you click it, like when you tighten it, and then it starts making noise, and so you click it at what, like three times. Okay, I think we're good. So this goes in here, and why it's good to make it moist is because then if you incidentally spin the filter, you know, when you put it in, they say don't spin it, you know, because you can damage the seal. You know, when you put it like this, and then you tighten this without moving this. But I see some guys move it anyway, but that's what can, if it's not moist, that's what can cause damage, you know. But if it has some diesel, or some guy was putting Vaseline on it, so this will prevent this from damage. All right, I think we are good to go. So let's put this in here. Let's put this in here. So now I just need to install the, where's the filter? The filter's over there. Very tight in here. So sometimes I'm thinking my next truck will be T800, but then on that one the cab is even smaller. So minus 16. I cannot believe this. Okay, I got the wrench. All right, I got. So now we put the filter. Where's the cap? Okay, here's the cap. So first, let's put in the filter. Some of them have a marking, so it has to go only a certain way. But this one, you just put it in. And that's it, it stays over there. Now, I didn't want to touch it with my dirty glove, but now I can with this. Actually, wait a second. So the filter is not gonna, oh yeah, this one, not the filter, yeah, this. You have to push it down because it has a spring. Now it doesn't go back, and you don't want to do it too tight because then it's all plastic. So now I'm gonna put this $7 goodness in. And of course I spilled it. Oh, look how clean it is. Nice. Wow. As my late dad used to say, Samba ел, Samba pil. He would say that when he was putting a worm on a hook, you know, when fishing. He says, looks so good, Samba ел. You know, I would eat it myself. The worm, the bait. Well, I guess then we don't need this one. I think everything is good. I just need to put the top cap. We're gonna leave it when I fuel, and this will go later in the box. And I think they were saying something about not tightening it first, but basically you have to run the engine for 1 minute, and then they say take it off. That somehow helps the system. I don't know. I know I have a electric pump, so check this out. As soon as I turn the key, it should start filling. Yeah, you see? No? Maybe it thinks it's already full, I don't know. Let's just run it for 1 minute. I know it starts easily like that when there's that much liquid in there, like the level. Okay, 1 minute, so 8:49. So the time now is 8:49. 8:50, no, that's not 1 minute. Okay, let's do 8:51. That was my reserved parking receipt. Yeah, you see, It's beeping because I drained the air, of course, from tanks. Wow, and the engine is already cold. Right before I went for coffee, it was 125 F. Wow, this is really cold. So it's a good thing, you know, when I was in Michigan, I knew that the cold span was coming, and I paid extra 6 cents per gallon to get premium diesel, which is winterized. Okay, 251. Oh, I'll just wait till the pressure builds up. Now we should hear the cut-off sound when the governor cuts off pressure. And now it's 100 psi, so maybe just a little bit more. That's it. That's the sound I was talking about. Alright, so now let's just kill this. Oh, before I forget, let me put this in that special nice box. By the way, my dry fab campaign is going well. You see I have this with no vodka, don't panic. This is water with lemon, so I use this. So today is what, day 7, because I started on January 31st. Like, I cheated a little bit in the good way, because I was supposed to start on February 1st, right? So we're doing dry fab, where people go dry or sober for 1 month in order to improve their health, and also in order to collect money for Canadian Cancer Society. So my goal at first was $250. I got that in 2 days. I had to increase the target. I increased the target to 500. I got that in 4 days. So I think I increase it again. Yeah, because now I'm over. So thank you very much to everybody who supports me and supports Canadian Cancer Society. Now, where's that? Where's the small gasket? Where did it go? Huh. There you go. Yeah, the truck is dirty, but so what? Who cares? It's a working truck. All right, so that's what they were saying. Now you open this for a second, and then you tighten it. All right, operation new fuel filter is complete. So yeah, that 10 micron thing, it does not work in cold climate. So from now on, I'm reverting to 25 micron. Forget 10. 10 is for Florida and Texas. And super nice, I don't know, racing fuel. All right, now, so I put this thing in there, right? So let me just go check the chains. Okay, fifth wheel is locked. Good to go. Fifth wheel is locked. Pressure is up on the airbags. The lock is in. Oh jeez, it has nowhere to go. Yeah, this one I'll have to get rid of this one. This thing keeps screwing up the latch. Oh, wait a second, now it works. Yeah, the latch was bending. So they'll start flashing when I start the engine. Yeah, I see, that's what happens, right? So now I cannot tighten it. See, it starts breaking. So that's the one, the bad one. I'll have to get rid of this one. I say they all do this. Where's my plumbing wrench? That's the trick I learned from some crane guys. You know, if the handle gets busted, you can use a wrench like that to undo it or tighten it. See, now it's moving, which is good. Means I can see. So this is useless. That's great. It's pretty tight. All right, that's it. We can get out of here. Fuel filter changed. Air brakes were, let's say, defrozen. Like, this is a very useful thing in winter. I checked the chains, I checked the truck. Oh, we have to get rid of this. Yeah, this is one crazy truck stop. This was the only spot I found when I can just drive in, because the other spots they did not clean the snow. So, you know, you cannot just go from one side to another because there's a bank of snow in between, which in summer would not be there, right? So, but so yeah, it's not the petrol I was hoping for. There's a much bigger one north of here on the way to Fargo there, but maybe, I don't know, 1 hour north. That one is huge. All right, so I'm gonna show you some driving, just a little bit. We're not gonna turn it into a 10-part series. So the plan today is just to reach Porter, Indiana. Maybe go to a hotel for 2 days, because I cannot enter Michigan until Monday. And I'm about just 2 hours away from the TA where I was before. And once I'm there, I'm gonna get full tanks of fuel. I don't care what the price is, because it might be even colder overnight. And I'm gonna put this in each tank. I got more over there. And I thought I would ask him to change the filter. Now I don't have to do that, because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do it. I did it with these dirty little hands of a teacher of English and PT. Believe it or not, yeah, for a few months, my first gig at a high school, it was a village school, and they said, "Sergey Mikhailovich, how do you feel about physical training?" I said, "Well, I'm pro physical training." And so I was teaching some 16-year-old girls, you know, physical training. That was a very rewarding job. No, but they were giggling all the time, you know, like in a good sense. You know, they're like 16, they look at, I was what, so this was 84, so I'm 22, right? Imagine you are a 16-year-old schoolgirl and you have a cute, handsome, because, you know, I had full hair, all my teeth, you know, I look nice, and then you have a 22-year-old teacher, right? So they were always giggling, you know, whispering. It was funny. But my main job was teaching English, of course, and which was not rewarding at all, because this is a village school in the country, in the middle of Ukraine, then part of Russia. Like, you know, these kids, they're all getting ready to be farmers, you know, all their kids, they work at a farm. And guess what? The engine just died. Well, first my GoPro died, this one. And then I went to get a new camera, and the RPM like went down for a second. Let's go check the filter housing. Oh, that's why. For some reason there's no fuel in there. Okay. Now I know why it wouldn't start. So basically I drained too much fuel. And when I added I did not add enough, because that's why they were saying wait till the level settles itself. Yeah, there's no fuel. Unbelievable. Always something. Like the fuel is there, but it doesn't want to maybe I didn't tighten it strong enough. Maybe it was sucking air from the top. Yeah, I see there's fuel in here. I think that's good. Yeah, it was probably sucking air. I don't know. So that's why, you know, when you do this, you have to know what you're doing. See, even a simple procedure, but it's very sensitive area. See, low voltage disconnect. Now I have to wait. Oh wow, it's not allowing me to start. It says starter too hot, basically. Let the starter cool down. See, this is stupid. So I could have paid what, 30 bucks to a shop to change the filter, or, you know, as of course all the old guys say, oh, you should do half of the repairs yourself. But you see, that's what happens, because, you know, I'm not a mechanic, right? Okay, I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. It seemed pretty clear. Take this off, replace the seal, but it's probably sucking air somewhere. But yeah, it was loose actually. See, it was I am afraid to over tighten the collar, because they say just do 3 movements, like 3 ribs, like move 3 ribs after it's tight by hand. And I thought that's what I did, but now it's loose and I see fuel is coming from the bottom. So it's probably sucking air. But now should be okay, I don't know. Let's see and wait. If I cannot start it, there's a shop over here. I'll have to go to freaking shop and pay them for a mobile road call. Because of course, why you, there's no lights. Why you? Yeah, I see. Does not allow me to start. Disconnect loads or start engine. So low voltage disconnect. Okay. Well, the only thing that's connected is my E-log. I don't want to disconnect that. Or no, the lights. But I turned off the key, so the lights are not flashing. So basically, I gotta sit and wait till the starter cools down. Oh boy. So no, but this is exactly what I'm always talking about, you know. Don't try to be a hero. Like, don't listen to old people. Like, my personal philosophy, I'd rather pay somebody. But the only thing I wanted to do this is I have the wrench, right? I thought, hey, this is what I would do in winter. And that's why my channel is so hypnotizing, right? Because there's always something something's happening. Yesterday I got into a ditch, almost got stuck. Today I cannot start the engine. You see, this is the real life, kind of like live entertainment. So you guys watching almost live. I'm gonna upload it later. Well, of course it's gonna start, you know, what else is gonna do? But I'm pretty positive that's what it is. Because it was running okay. Yeah, it was running okay, and then it kind of like sneezed once, and I was changing the camera, and then I decided to take those pants off because they're super warm. Okay, disconnect already. So now what's gonna do is, you see, like now there's still lights. So it beeps like this, LVD, low voltage disconnect, and that's it. Now it says LVD bus is unpowered. So now if I try to switch lights, nothing works. So, but if I turn the key, it'll work. Yeah, but the only thing why I wanted to do this, like honestly, I wanted to, once I reach Porter, those guys are very nice, right? That's the guys who serviced my Jeep and fixed the flashing lights. And I was like, hey, fuck, I'll pay them like $30 to change the filter, because I have the filter. I'm supplying the filter, right? And then I thought, you know what? I see already. It's like when I was idling, I'm idling, and the fuel filter restriction is like 4. You know, which is already pretty bad. And I decided no, because it's 2.5 hours of driving from here. I would probably burn too much fuel, and the truck would not climb hills, you know. And I have to learn anyway, just for emergencies. But yeah, that's it, forget it. I'm not a mechanic, so I keep telling you guys, and you keep rubbing my nose in dirty stuff. But I don't like doing this. I like simple stuff where it's clean and you just have a sheet with instructions, step 1, step 2, step 3. But when it's something like this where it says don't over tighten or you can break the plastic container, like, you know, I need more specific instructions, you know. Oh, tighten to what degree, or turn it to the right 3 degrees. Then I'm very good at following instructions. But when instructions are kind of like half science, half art, it doesn't work for me. But the weather's nice, not snowing, so as soon as I start the truck I can leave, right? And the good thing is that it's minus 16 outside, so the starter, like, how long does the starter need to cool down? Let's see if it'll let me turn it now. Come on. It's pretty tight, right? I tighten the collar, I tighten the top. Should be okay. And the engine is warm. Doesn't want to stay in cruise control. Minus 15, wow, almost Florida. Again, this is Celsius, not Fahrenheit, so in Fahrenheit it's even, it's of course bigger number. Let's see. Minus 15. Oh wow, it's 5 Fahrenheit. What about 16? 3. Okay, so it was was 3 in the morning, now it's 5 Fahrenheit. I think I'll feel good when I can start. No, you see, it does not allow me to start the cruise control. All right, it's working. I think we're in business. Just to be on the safe side, let me just tighten this thing just half a notch, because of course you know, this is real entertainment, so of course we're gonna break it, I think. I cannot, it's too tight already. I think we have a good seal. Just wait a bit till it warms up. All right, did I do anything with my... Oh, come on. Oh, that's why it was beeping. Shoot, I forgot. My... Oh, no, it was off. It was off. Okay, I signed the yesterday one. Now we're changing to on duty. I was a big fan of GPS units when I got, actually that's how my whole channel I got monetization because of that, because I did a video, I still remember, it was a TomTom GPS, and I installed it in my car. I think it was like Ford Focus or something, I don't even remember. And I was doing a video. Guys, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that this thing was down. Are we even recording? Oh yeah, but it's basically almost empty. This is useless. These and of course I broke this. Imagine, this is the second time I break this. These are so flimsy. Like, they're nice, but I'm telling you, this is it. I'm getting rid of this Session. So anybody wants to buy this Session 5, this is it. I'm getting rid of them, because this one, you see this? This has a built-in connector, right? So you just hook it up to like something like this. You don't need an external cage like with this one. And these cages, yeah, you can buy them, but you see this is this metal one. When I installed it here, when I was doing that tracking video, that's what kept rattling. And this is the second one. Again, I don't wanna, I can buy it on Amazon, but again, like, they don't last, you know. It's so easy if you're not careful, somewhere in the dark you try to lock it. Useless. What was I saying? I forgot. Something about GPSs. Oh yeah, so let me see, we still have a little bit of battery. Yeah, I did a review of a TomTom GPS when I'm driving in my car, and I was just doing an example how I was trying to find a Starbucks, and I was showing the GPS screen what it was saying, you know, turn right, turn left. And for some reason that video was like a revelation for many people, because this was like 10 years ago, and that video got 20,000 views like in 1 week, no, maybe in 1 month. And then YouTube sent me an email saying, hey, you want to be an advertising partner? say, sure, partner sounds like a good idea. And that's when my channel was monetized, and I started getting a little bit of money for advertising that Google, YouTube puts on, you know. So GPSs are good, but like I said, you need an internet-enabled device, and you can buy a GPS which is internet-enabled. But why do that when you can buy a tablet for 200 bucks? Like this one is from Verizon, and I have a similar from Canadian Rogers that I use in Canada, and they work okay, and they're much more sensitive. The screen is much better, and you can use it, you know, you can read books, right? You can download books, you can watch YouTube, because it's always on the internet. It's a bit expensive, but it's what, like 10 bucks. I paid 10 bucks to share my data plan, and on Verizon it's unlimited. So that's what I recommend. Just get a tablet from your provider, and the biggest trick is to find this. This is the second one I'm using, and it's already breaking, like this thing over here. They don't last, especially, you know, since I'm changing tablets all the time. When I cross into Canada or US, I put the Canadian or American tablet, right? And now when I went to Canada, I even kept this one because I knew that I'll be going back to US to pick up this drilling machine or the tunneling machine. So I just kept Verizon because it still works in Canada, except they give you 500 megabytes a day, but it was okay. So anyway, this is it. Yeah, sorry, I won't be able to show you driving because this is my last thing with the more or less battery juice, you know. So it's gonna die in a second. Anyway, thanks for watching, and sorry again, I didn't realize that it was down, so probably all you saw was the steering wheel, so I'll have to cut that out. Son of a gun. Okay, the last image is that guy backing out with a 35-ton Talbot. Why 35? Because I see the rear axle is a flip axle, so it's a tandem, which is very rare. Just like mine is a 60-ton, okay, but I'm pretty sure so it's a Talbot with a little, I don't know, 10-inch neck extension, and it's the same truck as mine, Kenworth T880, and I guess he decided back out of there. I don't know, maybe somebody's in front of him. Yeah, it's a Talbot. Oh, this guy works for Daily. Yeah, so I see it's light because his pusher axle is up, so it's light. It's definitely a 35-ton. All right, this is it. Thanks for watching. Sorry again about the camera. Hope you enjoyed this little adventure of a teacher turned mechanic. Yeah, I'm gonna open a pro shop soon and start servicing trucks because I think I am excellent at this.